If you've been following this channel for any length of time, more than just stumbling across it today, then you know that Monday through Saturday I share daily devotionals, and on Sunday, today, I share from my book, Faith and Finances, the most important yet neglected areas of life. And at some point you may have been thinking, why is family not in the title of this book? Why does he not consider family one of the most important areas of life? Maybe he thinks it's because it's not neglected, but the reality is it is neglected more than it should be. And I believe our faith, our finances is neglected more than it should be. And so where does all this tie in? How in the world can this guy claim to be a Christian and yet not have his family towards the top of his priority list, if you will? So there is a catch to this, and there is a rhyme and reason behind this title. And so I'm going to share with you from the New Testament, the Gospel of Matthew, when Jesus is asked what the greatest commandment is. And then I'll tie back around to how I came up with this title. Jesus replied, I'm going to read verbatim, and this is the NIV translation. He says, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. The second is like it." He says, "Love your neighbor as yourself." All the law of the prophets hang on these two commandments. So Jesus lumped two commandments into one response. The question being, which is the greatest commandment? And so Jesus gave the first, love the Lord, with all your heart, soul, mind, all the above. He's first. And then he says equally important, as if saying, here is 1A and 1B. So love God, love others. I'm going to dive more into that particular scripture next week. But just remember that there are two parts to the greatest commandment: to love God, love others. So faith, the title of my book, God and others. Others are your family, your friends, complete strangers. Everyone is your neighbor. And again, I'll break down this more next week. But I want to clarify why I did not title this book Faith, Family, Friends, Strangers, Finances. Just doesn't have the same ring to it as something like Faith and Finances. But again, Jesus made it clear that there is the greatest commandment is to love God, and equally as important is others. That one's a little more harder to do, at least for me, if I'm being honest. We'll dive more into that, God willing, this time next week.